All right. Welcome back to another episode of the TBD show. I am Byron. With me today is Don P. Our brother Chat couldn't be here today, handling some father duties. So I'm gonna kick it off with. How you been so far?
Man, everything been good, man. This weekend went to Morton Steakhouse for the first time. I didn't even know it was that serious.
What's that like up in there?
Man, it's almost like Ruth Chris, almost the same menu.
Okay.
Lights dim, chandeliers. It just like fancy. It just like Ruth Chris.
Okay.
But I seen them so many times in Texas that I thought it was just like a regular, like not like Outback, but just like a place that you don't really got to get fancy. Even though we was dressed up, when I got in, I thought, oh, this just like Ruth Chris, prices and everything. So,
okay, just celebrating something, or you just happened just to go there?
I just going there. I've been on the road so much, so we had to do a date.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, taking a chill for me. Ain't nothing special this weekend. We've been chilling at the crib, really. So I figure we just got so we got Mother's Day next Sunday. So I figure we just kick it off. What you getting the wifey? What you getting mom for Mother's Day?
Really, I haven't even figured it out yet, man.
We in the same boat.
Yeah, and like I gotta call my mom because my mom told me I think it was 2 years ago. She like, stop sending me flowers.
She not big on flowers?
Nah, I guess just years of getting it, but ironically her name's Rose, but stop sending me flowers. I'm like, well, what you want then every year something different, oven, toaster oven, I want the roller, the luggage bag just roll, you don't gotta it'd be something new. I want an air fryer, so I think she done ran out of stuff. We're gonna see what she say this year.
Gotcha. I feel shit. I mean, I think in the past, I just same thing. I asked my mama, "Hey, what you want?" I don't know. Just give me something. I'm up here doing scramble drill right at the end, trying to figure something out. Cause even for my wife, same thing. Ask her, "Hey, babe, what you want for Mother's Day?" I don't know. You can give me anything. So I find it's pretty much easy for me. Like for what I do, I like to get mom's, wife, grandma, both my sisters, just to I get them almost the same gift. I know like a few years ago I bought them all purses. And I was like, that was just the easiest to just find something that's tailored to what they like. And then I was like, yeah, here I go. And I had to ship to their house and stuff like that. So
okay. Yeah, that's smart. I mean, they ain't gonna get mad at that. Everybody always buying a purse or whatever.
Yeah. So you just try to do what you can. Some as men, we ain't the I mean, we could give good gifts, but it's just to the point where sometimes we're like try to be the best gift giver. I ain't the greatest, but at least I try. Put it that way.
Yeah, man. At least you said you pick what tailored to them. So as long as you paying attention, you'll come up with a good gift.
Definitely. Or even just simple conversations you may have with somebody. Like, oh, okay, they like that. Let me get them that. Shoot.
Yeah.
So, it's facts for any men out there. Just even with simple conversations, just listen to what they say, and then you'll pick up on something to get them.
Yeah, because like you can get somebody basic, right? You can get somebody. Let's say you bought them all plain purses.
Yeah.
But it was their favorite color.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes women get something that you think similar, like, oh, yeah, this is my favorite color. How did you know? And it's just something plain, but it's just the point that you remember what was everybody's favorite color, or we know you bought this because you know that it's my favorite color type.
Gotcha. But I'm gonna flip it on you real quick. We played this game a few episodes ago, but let me ask you. Who gets the better Mother's Day gift, mom or wife?
Probably be the wife. Okay. Just because, like, I don't know. It depends on who your mom is, because my mom don't really care. My mom is nonchalant like me, so I might call her right now. She's like, you don't got to get me nothing, but if you're gonna get me something, So Probably be the wife since you almost want to tax statements who I see the most. You know.
There you
So
yeah, I feel you on that shit. I'm about the same. You know, like I say, just same thing. Like both of them all pretty much like the same. Like call up, just give me this, or John, just give me some money. All right, cool. That's something simple, easy. Wife, you know, yeah, you put a little thought to it, but I'll figure it out this week. What I plan on getting them. I'll be with my mom anyway next week, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out while I'm up there with him.
Yeah.
But I think just to change it up a little bit. I mean, since we talking about mothers and all that, but just to kind of talk about wife, I should say, just talk about dating. So, what was the first date like with your wife?
First date with my wife was well, it was actually over the top because like we had been talking for a while, but because of my job and stuff, I wasn't we wasn't in the same city. So
okay.
I mean, she ended up coming up to Atlanta, and man, I had the not flowers, but I had candles lit in the hotel. I had fruit, had the music playing and all of that. And then that's when I asked her to be my girlfriend. Okay. And then we ended up going to a hookah lounge. And then after that, we went to Pappadeaux, but I never went to Pappadeaux on the weekend. Yeah, and I only been to the one in Houston. So in Houston, like we went on a Wednesday and it was people in there, but it wasn't packed. Yeah. You go to that Pappadeaux in Atlanta on Friday, you'll think you're going to a club. I'm talking about girl.
I mean, anybody know about Pappadeaux? A little seafood spot. But yeah, Joe, what are you talking about? On the weekends, that bitch be jumping.
Man, they had on dresses and it's like 8 or 9 o'clock. So it's like either this is their only plans or they going here before they go to the club. But it was so many women dressed up in like dresses like they're about to go to the club, waiting in a line. And it was like I think it was like an hour or 2 hour wait. So next to it, people don't know this, but next to it is a Pappasitos. Same business owner.
Yeah.
But Pappadeaux is like, like more like seafood. Yeah. You'll probably see like more black people there. The Pappasitos is like the Mexican restaurant for them.
Yeah.
But we went over there. It wasn't crowded. We got right in there. We had Mexican food. We had some drinks or whatever, and she enjoyed it. So that became like one of her favorite restaurants. But at the time, but as years now went by, we done been so many places. She said, I can't even tell you what's my top 10 restaurants. We done been so many places.
That's what's up.
Yeah. What about you?
All right, for me, I know me and my wife, our first date. Here you go. Just disclaimer out there, fellas. Go where your pockets can't afford. At the time, I was a Chili's guy.
Okay.
So we went to Chili's and I think we got there probably about 9 at night, and we didn't leave that bitch till about after midnight. Cause we were just chatting, man. It was a real connection there. We were just chatting about life, where we see ourselves in 5 to 10 years and all that, and what's your goals and this. It was a really dope experience. I'm talking about we, went in there, ordered, ate, left there. Actually, we didn't even leave. We went right outside the restaurant. They had a bench right outside the restaurant. We sat there for another hour and a half, just chatting, talking. And then we pretty much we had our first kiss right after that, and said our goodbyes, and then the rest is history after that. And we dated for about 6 months. I proposed after that 6 months, married a year, and then this year in October will be our 5-year wedding anniversary. So shout out to Chili's for that.
Man, time fly by so fast, bro. I didn't realize it's been 5 years.
Quick little side note. Hey, you remember when I called you to ask you to be my best man, right?
Yeah.
I remember my dog saying he would lay in the bed. I asked him, that bitch said he sat up, threw his hat.
Man, I was so hyped, boy. I was so hyped. Like that's, you know, I don't even. I think I told you that. I said, you know, your wedding when we sitting up there
Mhm.
and your wife's coming out. I was about to cry. I'm like,
Yeah.
where is this coming from? You know?
Hey, boy.
I'm like, what is this coming
Man.
from? Well, yeah, your wedding was set up perfect.
Man, that shit bring it out of you, boy. Cause I ain't the biggest on crying, but it just like you said, she came down the aisle, bitch, and them tears started flowing out. And it's like a funny fact. Both my mom and dad, they had a bet with each other. They talk something. I think my dad was he ain't gonna cry, and then my mom was like, nah, he gonna cry. And then sure enough, boom, after the ceremony, we everybody take the pictures and everything. They came up to me, they're like, hey, we had a bet on you. We talking about, oh, he ain't gonna cry. Oh yeah, he is gonna cry. And then my dad was like, damn, boy, you made me lose the bet. That shit was funny. But just to keep it pushing, I guess we could say, since we're kind of on the first date topic, what are some of the do's and don'ts on a first date? I guess we'll start with on a guy's perspective. Like, what are some do's and don'ts on a first date?
I would say this: stop going to the movies on your first date. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. You know, like I done been on first dates with women, and they'll say, "Oh, I had a good time."
Yeah.
How you had a good time? We spent 2 hours not talking to each other. And I don't talk during the movie, so don't think you're gonna talk to me during the whole movie. I don't do
well,
that.
Hey, you gonna get some dirty ass looks from me. Like, hey, you want to shut up? I watch this movie now.
Yeah. Focus. Like, yeah, because once we get in that movie theater, I'm pretty much by myself in the dark.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I'm not finna be talking. We're not finna get kicked out. We're spending my hard $20 I spent for me and your ticket.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say that don't stop going to movies. You know, go to a restaurant or go somewhere you can actually talk to the person. Because based off of what me and you said, communication was a big deal. Like the reason why my wife got all that stuff I was saying our first date, because we had to talk like on the phone for like almost 2 months, you know?
Yeah.
Before I seen her again. And then you said y'all pretty much spent about 4 or 5 hours talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a big deal, because if you can hold a conversation with somebody, you can be around that person forever. So go somewhere you can communicate. Always go in the mindset like, I'm going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. I
just want to have a good time, because like you got some people, they go in the mindset like, I'm going to have sex with this person the first day.
Definitely, yeah.
Or I'm going to get a kiss the first day. Me, I never thought about none of that. I always thought I'm going to have a good time. So whether this person have guidelines or I don't kiss the first day, or if they have all these guidelines of what they don't do, the whole objective was to have a good time. So if I laugh, if I have a good time when we like at Dave and Buster's playing the game, I done won, because I didn't met my objective. My objective was to have a good time. My objective had nothing to do with you. So I would say good communication and make up your mind you're going to just have a good time with somebody you met. Like don't have no pre objectives that includes the person. Like, oh well, I'm gonna kiss her today. You know, we're gonna have sex. I'm gonna ask her to be my girlfriend. Just relax. You know what I'm saying? So those would be my 2 things. What you think?
I think for me, I say for guys out there, please don't be trying to pretend to be something you're not. I've seen it, heard stories. Guys go in there, they trying to pretend like they either Mr. Big Shot, Mr. Goddamn Romeo, whatever. Dog, just be your goddamn self. Shit. Yeah. A woman gonna respect you more for being yourself. And if you goofy, be goofy, but just not to the point where it's, y'all not really having no true conversation. You just acting the ass or something. Just you know what I'm saying. Just talk to her. And shit. You gonna get somewhere. And I can just touch on what you said. Going in there with the expectation. Oh shit, I'm trying to smash after this first date. If you're really trying to build something with somebody, go in there and say, let me learn this person. so I know what I'm gonna get myself into instead of oh shit, I'm just trying to smash and get out. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, because you pretty much wasting your damn time and you wasting her time as well. So main thing for me, just be yourself, have a conversation, like you said, have a plan to say, hey, I'm finna have a good time with this person, get to know her, and we're gonna go on from there.
Yeah, definitely. Like they got to be comfortable. Mm-hmm. Like everything is based off of comfortability.
Yeah,
and like some people, I don't really see it with our community. I think I see it more with like you'll see like white guys where, like I guess they act like they're drunk or maybe they have something to drink and they constantly hugging a person and they roll the ball and they giving high fives every time. And I don't do that because it's like you almost like in predator mode. Like because someone will be like, why you keep fucking touching me? Or someone they won't even say that. They just look at the other person on the date and just like their eyes get bit like, what is he doing? You know?
Yeah. Definitely. So. I see that. Okay, now women, you know, we ain't gonna forget about y'all. So I just, just to flip it, what are some do's and don'ts women should do on first dates?
If you seen the last podcast, don't order shit you really wouldn't order with your own money. And if you feel like, oh, he paying for it. Order some shit you would eat. Like don't try lobster for the first time because you heard it. Like really go with an open mind. Like I like this shit. I really eat this shit. Like some people you order this shit and then you take one bite and say it's nice and I'm just like you done expose yourself.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't even have bought that if we was going Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe I need to say at the beginning of the date we're going Dutch, and then at the end when you order what you really wanted, I pull out with the check, and then you be thinking like, man, if I knew you was paying for, I would have ordered more. But you expose yourself. Yeah. So that right there. So don't order stuff that you wouldn't order with your own money. There's a lot of guys that's aggressive and stuff like that, but don't go on a date thinking this person finna be like the person I just broke up with. Yeah. What sense does that make? Why would you go on a date with something you just love?
Thank you.
And they need to stop saying, well, all the guys I've been with, I'm not all the guys you've been with. All the guys I've been with do this, and all the guys I ever dated, they never bought me popcorn, and all the
guys, he never held the door for me or pulled out a chair for me. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna tell you this. This how bad it is. I'm gonna tell you this. My wife probably gonna laugh or get mad when she see it, but when we first started dating, I used to say, "Good morning, beautiful. How did you sleep?" Right? Mm-hmm. And she said, "That's nice, but that shit only gonna last for a month."
Yeah.
And I ended up doing that like consistently, like consecutively. I had some days I missed if I was asleep or something happened, but I think I did that probably like 2 years straight.
Oh wow!
And she couldn't believe it because she said, "Oh, all dudes do that at the beginning." So another thing too, if you date somebody new, and you just broke up with somebody and you knew what was wrong with that person, it don't make no sense for you to be on a date with somebody that reminds you of that person.
Yeah.
So don't go in there with the expectations that I'm dating the person that just cheated on me, or I'm dating the person I just broke up with. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, because you led it to the next question. I'm gonna say what women shouldn't expect on the first date is just. I would just make more so. Don't be comparing, like you said. Just don't compare me to the last guy or the last few guys you might have dated, or bringing it. Well, my last boyfriend, he was like this and da 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 da. Hey, I'm not that dude, so don't even try to compare me to dude. And I mean, shit. I just want to say for like a topic wise on the first date, what you think? All right, let me get your reaction. What would you do? You go on an expectation of, okay, I'm finna pay for this meal. What you do if the chick that you was dating said, "I don't worry, I got it." How would you handle that situation?
I'm gonna tell you, when stuff like that happen, all I do is smile, be like, "I never heard this before," and they be like, "What?" I said, "I tell them nobody has never paid for it." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, my wife has done it now, but like back then, you know, I would tell her like nobody never offered to pay for it. You
Nah,
know,
see,
so
go ahead, go ahead.
I probably only had maybe 3 people ever like say I got this,
Okay.
or pull up or whatever we doing this weekend. I'm paying for it. I probably only had 3 people in my lifetime.
Okay. I think for me, I think like for my wife, I want to say it might have been like our second or third date, and then, you know, check coming. I mean, I'm going to expectation. Okay, you know, I'm finna pay for this one. Da da da. And then she goes, "No, I got it." I said, what you doing? She said, "Nah, I invited you out to eat, you know, and stuff like that. So I got this." I said, "Oh shit." I said, "All right, damn." So I sat back. I'm just like, "Damn, but that's shit rare right here."
It is.
Shit like this only happen in the movies.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm gonna tell you, when you deal with that higher caliber, a lot of them believe if I invited you, whoever invites who out, that's who pays for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, and it's better like that anyway. Because it's almost like a person like trying to get even or like in competition with you. So like for instance, like I had a situation, I did something for somebody for Valentine's Day. And in the next week, they were just like, "Hey, I got this weekend planned out. Hey, come to this hotel. Hey, I got, you know, we going out to eat here," and they paid for that whole weekend. Gotcha. So it's like they trying to get even, or it's almost like y'all in competition to make each other happy.
Yeah.
And a lot of people ain't in competition to make each other happy. It's usually lopsided. Like, I'm just here, and I hope you make me happy.
Like, all right, so where we going this weekend? You taking me, right? Like,
yeah. And you know, when I say lopsided, 90% of the time, you know, a big percentage of the time, it's usually the guy and the woman just there. But this that became a unisex world. It's been a lot of stories where I hear women is like doing everything to make this dude happy. He's just sitting there like, oh, I'm not good at planning stuff. Oh, I'm not good at buying gifts. I'm like, did you even think? Because this thing, you don't got to be good at doing none of that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think I'm that special. But what separates me and people I've dated is just the memory or the listening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because this is just a little fun fact. If y'all ever want to know, guys just listening, if you ever want to know what a female want, just say, what happened in your last relationship? And they will tell you all the bad stuff he did, which they don't want you to do. And they'll tell you all the good stuff he did, or they'll tell you what they never had. Yeah. And you know, you can go off of that.
That's damn sure true.
So really, if you listen, and I say this around women all the time, if a guy really listens, a woman tells you everything they want, and no woman has agreed with me ever. They're like, you're absolutely right. So, you know, as far as gifts go, if you know somebody, you know, you can always buy a good gift. Like a dude would buy, like I done heard stories where a dude would buy a good gift for their homeboy. Yeah. Why you buy a good gift for your homeboy? Because you know him, right? You know he like he like the Falcons, right? You know he like the Miami Heat, right? So you bought him a jersey. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you know your girl like Michael Kors or whatever brand it may be, why not buy something like that? Or if she talks about makeup, why not buy makeup? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If she talks about wine, why not buy that favorite wine? Why not buy that? You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is pay attention to what's the favorites. And a person might only mention it once, but if you can remember that one time and buy them that, they will forget that they ever told you that, and they just be like, how did you know?
See, I think the biggest thing, because women drop hints even if they know it, you know, if they intentionally doing it or they just talking in general, like they drop hints all the time. Like you said, it's just all about guys really just listen to what they are saying, because they go damn near give you the game, or I should say, well, you know, you want to say the cheat sheet to the test. You know what I'm saying? It's all about you if you really listening and paying attention to what they're saying. If you to have a you know, a long lasting relationship with that person. But you got me thinking. We were talking about, when I talk about just like a woman paying for the check or something. You know, last few years I've seen videos where women are proposing to the man. You know, but for you, how would you react if you know your wife had proposed to you instead of you doing it?
It's gonna make you laugh. I almost been proposed to 3 times, but I intercepted it.
Oh wow. Please explain this. Please explain this.
Yeah. So like one person was asking me what's my ring size. And me, I think so, I think fast. So
Yeah.
I was like, what? So I knew she was trying to propose to me. So I like intercepted. I said, don't worry about it. I should do it.
Yeah.
So that happened. Then I had another situation might say, hey, how would you feel if a girl proposed to you?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been three different moments that they're so obvious because women don't ask guys ring size. Women don't.
Nah, hell no.
They're not really smooth with it. So those three moments, it was obvious.
Yeah.
So my reaction is to like intercept it before they even spend their money on the ring and tell them, hey, just wait on me, I'll do it. So that was my reaction. But I almost been proposed to like 3 times.
Yeah, I think I had it for once. It's just same thing with my wife. She just brought it up in a general conversation. She was just like, how would you feel if I had No, I think more for I think it was after I had proposed to her, she had brought it up. She said, if you didn't propose within this time frame that I had, I was gonna propose to you. I said a word. She's like, yeah. I said, damn. Had me thinking. I'm like, I'm like, there's nothing wrong with it, but I for me, I'm a little, I'm old school with it. The guy should, be the one getting down on that one knee and said, hey, I want you to be my wife, and this, that, and the third, But I would say just for the guys out there, don't get married if you're not ready to be married, because that's a whole nother commitment right there. If you ain't ready for it, don't do it. Don't just do it. Just I got to keep my girl. Nah, fuck that. If you're not ready for that marriage life, don't do it.
and I will say this, like, it's different because I understand. Like some people, older women or other women, they would look at a woman crazy when I say, oh, this girl wanted to propose to me. Yeah. And they would say, oh, I never proposed to a dude and da da da. And I stopped in their tracks real quick. I said, well, you haven't experienced what they experienced. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't tell them that. You never dated me, so how you know how they feel?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like when women propose, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they say women know the first day, the first whatever minutes, hours if they're going to have sex with somebody. So just like women mature fast, they know ahead of schedule if they want to marry somebody.
Yeah.
They know ahead of schedule if they want to have kids with somebody. Mm-hmm. Where guys, we might be looking at time like, well, I've been with this person for a year, so I guess that's okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And, maybe in that aspect, we deal with our community like, you look crazy if you marry somebody so quick. You know what I mean? Or you look crazy if you had kids with somebody so quick. But women is like, it ain't no timeline. It's almost like whenever it feels right to me, this person should be my boyfriend. Whenever it feels right for me, we should have a kid. Whenever it feels right for me, he should be my husband. It don't matter about bills. It don't matter about money. It don't matter about, all the other stuff. Where a guy, the humidity might have to be right. You know what I'm saying? But women just go off of how I feel at the time. Everything's been going good in a month. I'm ready to go. Well, we waiting, like we just want to make sure we ain't making the wrong decision.
Yeah, because most guys we on we go based on what today feeling like. Most of us ain't thinking down the road like that. It takes a woman to either get that out of us to say, well, what you finna do within the next month or two or so? Shit, we trying to survive through the first day. Shit, let alone think about what's going on 2 months down the road.
Yeah, and then like another thing too, like you said, don't get married unless you really want to be married. And the part about those guys, it's so many guys that marry women to keep them.
Yeah,
because they done messed up so much.
Mm-hmm.
They done messed up so much, and they feel like once I marry this person, all of that history is erased.
Definitely. So
now I can say, oh, you talking about cheating? I only cheated on you when I was your boyfriend. I didn't cheat on you since I've been your husband. Nothing has really changed with you inside of you. If you marry somebody, you can be the same person. So a lot of people feel like once they get married, that slate is erased. And I done heard it plenty of times where somebody But then I done seen situations where a guy might be smarter, which I seen this recently, where a guy had he proposed to his girlfriend because of all the stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
And he thought that would hold her. But he never married her. Like I think 2 or 3 years went by, they was engaged.
Okay.
And then the actual day that they were supposed to get married just passed. Like they didn't have no money saved or that. So he never had intentions to marry her. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to shell shock a female, mention getting married. Like they'll accept a proposal from somebody that they wanted to break up with yesterday.
Gotcha.
And it's almost like man, it's almost like having the big joker at the end. You know what I'm saying? If I pull out marriage or a ring, that'll change a female mind. Like maybe not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
I done heard plenty of ones say, man, hey Diamond, man, I knew this shit wasn't gonna work, but you know, I just went with it for a little bit. Like that's normal. That's normal. It's sucker shit to me, but it is normal that if you propose to a woman, that it will freeze their mind or they'll forget about all that for a second and accept proposal. You know,
Gotcha.
Proposal.
I think you got me thinking a little bit. You know, so we talk about proposing and all that. You know, what was it? You know, maybe one thing, two things that was for you that said, "Hey, I want to make this girl my wife." What was it for you when you proposed to your wife?
Man, it was really the consistency. You know, like because I actually had two of my homegirls I sat down with a couple of years ago, and they said somebody has like it was weird. I think they said they got like a 2-month period that they can change. If they don't change in 2 months, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I believe people can change whenever they feel like changing.
Yeah.
But a year to 2 years is a long time to put up an act.
Mm-hmm.
So with me and my wife, you know, we got consistent years, and then like whenever I come back in town, she's pretty much with me, like spending the night every night. So I got to see how it would be to live with her.
Gotcha.
So nothing really was changing. So it's like, all right, it's consistent. This is really who she is.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I decided to propose. Like I proposed off consistency, not off of lust or I've been in love for a month. Like, like let's have a good year. And if we had a good year, me personally, if you got a good year with somebody, you should marry them because like a year is a long time, you know. But to go 365 days without arguing with somebody, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Like to go 365 days of being happy, that's a long time, whether you're single or not. Like 365 days is a long time. Definitely. You know, somebody think, well, you got to have at least one bad day. Yeah. But you know, you do your percentages. If you had 60 bad days, what is that? 80% being happy. I can tell you now how people talk. They're not happy 80% of the year. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if some people are happy 50% of the year. So I propose off consistency, and I think people should propose off of consistency, not off of what this person has or money or how this person made you feel one day. Mm-hmm. And because there's a lot of stories where women will tell me their baby daddy, they might have been on one good date. Yeah. And then, you know, once they got them pregnant, they feel like, oh, you ain't going nowhere, so I can stop doing everything I'm doing.
Yeah, pretty much.
But now they're willing to marry the person because y'all got kids. Mm-hmm. You're not willing to marry the person because they make you happy. You're not probably even in love with this person. Y'all just got kids, and it looks good. It looks good on your resume towards social media to say, I don't got a baby daddy, I'm married. But a lot of these women will get married and be with somebody all this time and be miserable.
True.
The worst thing you can ever do is say, I'm doing it for the kids. Because guess what?
Come on.
The kid...
I know what you're about to say. The kids get grown. and they out
Your
the
ass
door.
is gone.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? You packing your bag when the kids packing their bag to go to
Yeah,
college.
pretty much. So what you say? Oh, you finna go to college? I bet they started playing. They playing the skate right there in their head right there. Okay.
Yeah, because the worst thing you can do is do it for the kids, because the kids don't know you're doing it for them. The kids see you looking miserable.
Mm-hmm.
The kids see y'all ain't happy. They don't know y'all doing it for them.
Definitely.
So
shit. I know for me, like when I proposed, like for what I was in my mindset of proposing, I was just like, she was a woman that had done things for me that no other woman has for me in my past, like just dating wise, you know what I'm saying, like just showing the caring side, and like you said, just consistency, you know, showing me her true colors, like, you know, she like this, she like that in the morning, and you know, I got the experience early on in our relationship when she moved in with me, and I got to see how she was in the household, you know, taking care of this, that, and the third, you know, and I'd have to like ask, like, hey, you gonna take care of that? Like, nah, she just jumped up and did it. And so I knew at that moment, I was like, yeah, she down there to one. It was, like I said, it was about that 3 to 5 month range of us, you know, with the label dating, you know what I'm saying? We're boyfriend, girlfriend. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make her the one right here, you know what I'm saying? She the one for me. And just from that standpoint, you know, for just for out there for shit, I ain't lost my train of thought. Fuck.
well, I was. You got it, good.
No, you good. You good.
And you know, by the way, like shout out to them people that got married this year or proposed. And I will say this, like I mentioned to you before we got on camera.
Yeah.
We got 3 people we know. They all proposed yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you know, Jake Congress Park. Shout out to Shorty. We went to high school with him. Shout out to Chris Pena. We went to middle school with him. All 3 of them proposed the same day yesterday. I don't know what was special about May 1st, but I guess everybody should propose that day. And you know what I'm saying? You know, I leak a little bit of it, but like Jake, he proposed to his girl like right after she just received her master's. So she ain't expecting it. So, you know, he caught her off guard. Chris proposed like right after, like doing a gender reveal. You know, I think they got 2 kids already, so she ain't expecting it. And then Shorty took his girl to DR and did it out there. But Shorty do a lot of traveling anyway. So to her, it was another trip, and he proposed out there. So you know what I'm saying? Like, just to give these guys that's watching it, you know, like if you're gonna propose, make sure the person don't see the shit coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure. And like, if y'all pay attention to what I said, all 3 of those stories, the person didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell my story, how my proposal went, and you know, you can share if you want to, but my shit was so perfectly planned. Like, if anything would have went wrong, that shit would have just been terrible. So what I did, I did paint with a twist. I ordered this ring, and I didn't even know the shit was gonna come on the right day.
Yeah.
But guess what? The shit comes on the right day. And my mom and my aunties at my house at the time. But I'm so smart that my wife would have been like, what's that? What's that? So what I did, I shipped it in my auntie name, but she didn't know about it.
Gotcha.
So my auntie got the box talking about, oh no, I ain't ordered nothing. Oh, I'm gonna send it back, right? Now my mom is about to fuck it up. My mom says, well, open it. Let's see what it is. So I snatch it out their hand. I'm like, oh shit. I like, nah, this something I ordered, right?
Gotcha.
I said, I don't even worry about it. This something I ordered. I had put it in your name. So they kind of looking confused, but they're like, all right, whatever. Yeah. So I done stepped outside and I didn't ask my wife's mom for permission. And she's like, hell yeah, definitely. You should do that. I've been waiting for this moment for you to call and ask me. So everything was good. And like her mom's a Cancer, so her mom keeps secrets. She just played it off the whole fucking day, right? That's what's up. So it almost ain't happened. Cause my wife said, I'm sick, man. I don't even know if I want to go to paint with the twist, man. Man, I'm feeling terrible. And I'm just like, she finna fuck up everything. She don't even know she about to fuck up everything, but she about to fuck up everything. Like,
Yeah.
man, I got the ring. I done asked your mom. You don't see it coming because we never been to Paint with a Twist. So, and then I sent the email to Paint with a Twist, but I didn't know if they got the message or not.
Yeah.
So we go to Paint with a Twist. We got the drinks, the white people that work there, they're not really acting like their eyes are not big. Like, hey, Donna, what's going? They're not even like that. So they just like, oh, who are you? Oh, Donna Pittman. Okay, cool. We got you sitting up front. They acting nonchalant. So she goes before we start paying. I say, hey, I'm about to go ask the person. I'm about to go ask the person at the counter how much it is to like rent this whole place out.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, cool. So I go over there. And I said, hey, y'all got that email I sent? It was like, oh, yeah, we got everything. Don't even worry about it. I was like, oh, shit. So she goes to the bathroom the first time. And then the lady that's on stage just walks up. She said, hey, Diamond. So we already got the painting ready. You're like, you see those 4 paintings by the wall? We already got it ready. She pulls it back. You're like, we got this painting right here. So the next time she goes to the bathroom, we gonna do it. So I'm like, all right, cool. So we painting, and I'm getting nervous for whatever reason. So I'm drinking, but I'm plotting too. I like my wife need to drink as much wine as she can so she can go to the bathroom. So we drinking. I'm like, you want some more? She's like, yeah, you can pour me some more. So she drinking. And then I kept saying it. She's like, yeah, I can drink some more. So we painting. And then they took a break. Cass went to the bathroom and called her mom and shit, right? So now I didn't give the lady on stage my camera. And then it's a guy like standing next to the bathroom. He's standing like right next to the bathroom like this with the camera. She didn't even notice him because she's looking at her phone walking.
Yeah.
So we done switched her painting with the painting that says, will you marry me?
Gotcha.
And like I move out the way and she walks up and see it and just start crying.
Yeah.
And I had proposed right after she seen it. And then that was
you was on that knee. You was on that one knee, right?
You know how I go down.
Okay. I had to make sure.
Yeah. That's another thing too. Don't think y'all gonna propose standing up. You ain't Gucci, man. Do not do that. Do not do that.
I was just about to bring that up.
Nigga standing with a box in his hand. Who are you, bro?
Go on, marry me now.
Yeah, you're not Gucci, man. Do not be standing up proposing.
Hey, okay. What
happened with your?
For us, it was when I was planning. I said, I bet I kept it low key simple. I said, all right, we're gonna go to the park, have a picnic. I just kept it regular, like, hey, we finna go have a little date in the park, just do a little picnic. So, I had the little. I think we had got some food from Pollo Tropical. She wanted that, so we went and got that. Had the blanket, all that. Had some flowers ready to go. So, all day the shit was all sunny, and then right when we was like, I was like, all right, let's go head to the park for this little date. Fucking clouds came in. I was like, come on, bruh. I said, damn. I said, all right, let me improvise. So as we driving into the park, and I'm like, damn, I wanted to go sit on the grass and eat over there, but it's grass gonna be wet. So I said, so she was like, nah, that's fine. We could just go to the pavilion. I was like, you sure? She said, yeah. I said, I bet. So we pull up to the little pavilion in the park, get out, and then I kept it so regular and low key. We just talking, eating, enjoying each other company, and after we wrap up, we finish eating. I get up, I start putting stuff in the car. Mind you, it's still raining out, but it's like a light rain. So I said, all right, let me go put this stuff up. So I started putting stuff up, and then she's sitting there. I told her, I said, hey, wait right here. I'm gonna come back with an umbrella so get your hair wet and all that. Oh, and also low key, I had a hotel set up ready to go after that. So after I went and put the stuff up, I went back and I said, oh wait, I got one more thing I need to do. She was like, what? And if I remember correctly, like I said, hey, look over there real quick. And she turned her head, but I got down, but I was like, yeah. I was like, said her name, I said, Felicia, You know, I said a little sweet words, and I said, you know, will you marry me? And then she sat there, you know, tears coming down her eye, and then, you know, she grabbed the ring. I put it on her hand, and I said, so you gonna marry me, right? She said, yeah. So, you know, hug, kiss, got in the car, and then now my timing was off because, you know, you thinking, okay, I just said we had a hotel ready to go, but I was a little early, so we couldn't go over there yet and go check in yet. So, so we went over to the outlet, and then she just, you know how women do when they get that ring, they just, and, you know, they show up, taking pictures and all that other hoopla. So yeah, went to the outlet over here in Palm Beach, and then knocked that out. Hey, rest is history after that.
Yeah, that's what's up. And by the way, you know, we just gave you all these ideas, so feel free to steal it. Just hashtag TBD podcast whenever you do it.
Come on now. Man, you know, I think on that note, I think we can end it off that. You know, we ended a little nice and sweet and subtle for the ladies. You know, shout out to all the mothers out there. We want to, you know, wish y'all a happy Mother's Day, 2021. We know 2020 was a little different Mother's Day, but you know, for anybody who lost their mother, you know, our condolences to you. But hey, you know, their memory will live on, and with that, we are the TBD show. But please also, you know, follow us on IG at TBD Podcast 21. It's all down below. Follow me. I am King Byron. Follow Don P at Cigar DeLone. Follow Tech at Long Live King Tech. And also check out my dog's clothing line, Double Shot Apparel. Dope ass clothes, dope hats, t-shirts. He got a summer collection coming up that is very dope. Y'all need to go in and check it out when he drops. Please, and also follow us on Facebook at TBD Podcast. And as always, I am Byron, and with me is Don P. And Tack is with us, but he's not here today with us. And we are the TBD show, and we are out of this thing.